Resort to strike action by professional bodies in the country is not new. The latest one by the resident doctors came on the back of a 14-day ultimatum which expired Sunday. The Executive Committee of the National Association of Resident Doctors then held a virtual extraordinary meeting and resolved to down tools across the country. Those in COVID-19 isolation and treatment centers were, however, exempted for 2 weeks. Some of their demands include life insurance for members, payment of salary shortfalls, as well as hazard and inducement allowance for COVID-19. 5 days into the strike action, federal ministers took the matter to President Muhammadu Buhari after attempts to resolve the impasse failed.
This particular case, it has been important because of the strike action of resident doctors to report to him how things have been. We have to report on the implications and the consequences, the possible consequences of such a strike action.
One immediate outcome is that the federal government is doling out 4.5 billion naira to cover special allowances.
The Ministry of Finance reported that as this morning, 3 a.m., that they have paid the allowances for hazard and inducement to 31 teaching and federal medical centers and special hospitals of the federal government service, 31 of them, and they have expended close to 4.5 billion in the payment because we are paying them for the arrears of April and May.
There is a promise to follow up with the payment for the month of June. Mr. Ngige, however, says the states have a role to play.
You don't mix apples and oranges. The issue of health is on the concurrent list. So the federal government will do their own, and the state governments are also expected to do their own.
On issues involving state governments, the Minister of Health says his ministry can only intercede. He then makes a passionate appeal.
The pledges that have been made will be fulfilled, and I do hope that they would as urgently return to work as we would like it to be.
The strike action coming during a pandemic with figures of those infected by the coronavirus climbing steadily, some say is the beginning of the collapse of an already overstretched healthcare system. So, do the striking doctors think the federal government has done enough? Will they go back to their patients? These are the questions that need to be answered, and answered fast. From Abuja, Ibrahim Adra reporting for Channels Television News.